Hi guys, thanks for joining me today and crocheting along with me to make this adorable little newborn flip-flop with kind of a ruffly edge, not too ruffly, but a little bit, and it has a little button closure. You're only going to have to tie off once, which I love. The less tying off the better for me, especially on little projects. It's so hard to tie knots and hide them in numerous places. So let's get started. I am using a J-hook and the Lion brand homespun yarn for the sole. And we are going to chain 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you're going to want to go back, single crochet, hold on, 3, I've been working on another project and I've been doing half double crochets, so sorry about that. Alright, we're back to the end. Now we're going to do 5 single crochets in the very first chain. 3, 4, 5. And then you want to single crochet back. Make sure you keep that tail in there, and then you can just cut it off later. I don't know if I have my scissors around here to do that. Okay, when you get back to the end, just do 2 single crochets. And now single crochet on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to 2 half double crochets in each of the next 5 stitches. Okay? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's 4. And 5. Now we're going to single crochet back and tie off. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now just slip stitch. I sometimes do 2 just so it's just doubly tight and easier to hide the end of that. And cut your string, pull it through, just cut off the tail we weaved in on the base, and your sole is done. Now, as you can see, I added the little detail around with just a whip stitch all the way around each stitch. And then I do something a little different after you get all the way around. I pull it through. So, where is the little bit of yarn here? Alright. Sorry. Yarn got a little tangled up. So we're going to be starting with 2 pieces. And you just do a slip knot with both pieces. You stick your hook in, pull your slip knot all the way through, okay, and then pull it back, and just start on your, make sure it's nice and tight, of course, there we go, because we don't want any of the white being around the edge, it's just underneath, right? So you're just going to pull it through, stick it in the next stitch, pull it through, stick it in the next stitch, pull it through, and you want to do that all the way around the entire sole till you get back to right there, okay? And I've got one already done. To save some time for us, and as you can see, I did it all the way around, right? So now here's the tricky part. When you get back to that first stitch, I want you to pull out about 3 arm lengths, 3 or 4. If you go bigger, go 4. And I just want you to cut it from your ball of yarn, or your 2 balls of yarn, depending upon how you're doubling up. And I want you to pull it all the way through like that. Okay, so now we're starting like that. And we are going to get into our whip stitch, and we're going to single crochet. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And those can be a little tight too. Alright, we've got 5. Now I'm going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that's, of course, is the top of the foot, right? So what I do is go from the center. So this one, our toe's going to be over here. So this time we want our toe over here. So I'm going to go in the center and then just kind of put it over to the right hand side. Just do a single crochet through the center on the right side, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to go back 5. So we go right from the middle and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's where we dig into our slip stitch, and we single crochet back. There's 1, 2, 3. They get a little tight sometimes. 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to crochet a single crochet all the way around. And I go in between. I don't take the front or the back. I take them all for this. Got tight again a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and back. Now this is the fun part. I came up with this because I didn't want to tie off on one side and have it sitting there, and then I was trying to add buttons and bows and everything, and so this is how I found my remedy to the problem, and I hope y'all like it. Okay, so now guess what, we're going to pull it all through again, all the way through the back of that booty. And now what we're going to do is split our 2 threads. So we're going to go opposite. We're going to chain 3 and go to here. And we're going to chain 3 and go to here. And then we're going to go back chain 3 all the way. So just go 1, 2, 3, and this gives you your ruffle. And go in your crochet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now in this one, I did it that way, and your chain 3 is your buttonhole, so you don't even have to make a special buttonhole. Isn't that awesome? So you just open it up and put the baby's foot in there, and your chain 3 at the end is just where the button goes. So that'll be easier, just putting those little toes in there and taking fun pictures and whatnot. Alright, so now we are going to do one more, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, get it in there, and chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to turn our work, chain 3 all the way back, and just go right back into that stitch where you chained your other 3, okay? So, single crochet, 1, 2, 3, right back in, 1, 2, 3, right back in, 1, 2, 3, right back in, 1, 2, 3, right back in where we started, right? Okay, now let's drop this one. Give yourself some leeway so it doesn't pull out, okay? Now pick up the other one that you separated with. Okay, stick your hook in, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, single crochet, 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 1, 2, 3, and single crochet, and now we're done with this one. So go ahead and cut your string, pull it through. Cut your string, pull it through right there, okay? Now we're going to pick up where we did the drop, right? And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, one, 2, 3. My yarn's starting to get a little knotted. Okay. Go ahead and pull it through. Okay, here's the neat part, guys. Now, all you have to do is add your button right there. Is that not the easiest? So you want to tie it. I just tie it once. I have to get my ends wet for this, sorry, because this button is not, doesn't have the biggest holes. Kind of try to make it nice and easy to go in there. Okay, so through one side, through the other side. It's not wet enough, huh? And then after I tie this on, I've got something else to show you about making them a little bigger. If you want to go the bigger size, I have some in the background. And I also have another video on adult slipper boots, and it's doing pretty good, and they're so easy and fun, but I kind of did an opposite on the cuff of it, and I wanted to share it with you so that, 'cause I don't know how to go back into the videos and share them. Okay, so there's the button. All you need to do is just tie a nice tight knot. Actually, on these, I add a drop of glue, but I won't do that for the demonstration. When you do your first pull, I just add a little bit of fabric glue in there and then tie it again just to make sure it's extra secure, because you don't want the buttons coming off, especially on a baby, right? And then you just pick one of your chains, and there you have it. And then these, you can just kind of ruffle, pull those chain 3s apart, and they are just adorable, and they're nice and solid, and they'll stay on their feet good. And if it's for a little smaller baby and you need a little tighter, all you have to do is move your chain over. So now what I was going to show you, see how this one's a little bit bigger? Just go around again. And as you can see, this one's even a little bigger. This one, I went around again, but I doubled my thick, chunky yarn. I doubled it up. And you're going to have this nice detail stitch on the bottom, and they're just really great. I don't have buttons on these yet. So, please like and share this if you have any newborn parents that you know of, or you want to make a bunch for the grandkids or your own kids. Thank you so much for watching. Oh, and the other thing I wanted to show you, from my other adult slipper boot video, I had made a pair of these, and these are just so comfy, easy, massage your feet. But what I did, instead of doing front post double crochet all the way up, I did the back post double crochet all the way up, okay? So it's going to look like that, a lot more textured, and you can easily leave it like that, but I think it looks so adorable then when you cuff it down, and it doesn't, then it's not as tall of a boot. So if you get a chance to make those, you can switch it up with that pattern. I've made many of these. These are very popular and wonderful. And again, thank you for watching, and happy crocheting all.